here, because in case you missed it last night, Steph Curry, El Fuego on fire, scoring 50 points. He was continuing the offensive tear he's been on. Had 31 in the first half alone. It just wasn't enough for the Warriors in the Valley against the Suns. It's the 11th time he's had 50 in his career, but it was only the 3rd time that the Warriors have lost when he's reached that mark. The Warriors fell to 6-9 for the season, 0-8 on the road. So take a listen to Steve Kerr after the game.
We've got to get everybody on board, on the same page in terms of just worrying about winning, and that's it. And I think for right now anyway, I think we're just scattered. It's a pickup game. There's no execution at either end, no sort of commitment to the group. I saw a lot of hanging heads tonight. I think we're feeling sorry for ourselves, and nobody's going to feel sorry for us. So everyone can't wait to play us and kick our ass.
So the Warriors, they've been the worst team on the road this season. They're allowing more than 124 points per game away from Chase Center, by far the most by any team this season. That's almost 13 more points than what they allow at home. So I want to bring in everybody here, welcoming in Brian Windhorst to the conversation. There's just a ton to dig into. But Perk, I want to start with you. When you are looking at the Warriors, what is most concerning to you when they are on the road?
You know what? I sit on here time and time again, and I come on here preaching. I preach about body language. I preach about just looking at guys' actions, the feeling, the camaraderie. And we saw that last night out of the Golden State Warriors. This is the team that actually won the NBA championship last year. They don't have chemistry. The chemistry is gone right now. Now, will they get it back? I don't know, but right now it's not there. If you look at them across the board and watch how they're playing a whole bunch of individual basketball. It's not a team anymore. It's guys playing with hidden agendas. It was late in the second half last night. I watched Klay Thompson pull up for 2 bad shots on the other end. If you'd have watched the body language of Draymond Green along with the body language of Jordan Poole, they're having these problems. And then all of a sudden you see Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins, they get paid. All of a sudden they feel like they need a bigger role. But check these 2 plays out right here. That's one. Klay pull up again. Look at Draymond under the basket. He don't even get back on defense. He's not even interested. Look, he hanging his head. Steve Kerr pointed it out. He know that he have issues in the locker room. And again, I said this before, when the incident happened with Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, that this is going to be one of the biggest challenges in Steve Kerr's coaching career as the head coach of the Golden State Warriors. And here we are.
Brian, I know you were looking at Jordan Poole as well. What stood out to you?
Yeah, I'm listening very closely what Steve Kerr is saying, and I'm taking under advisement what Perk is just mentioning there. And I do think that there's something there. I think a team that is famous for its chemistry definitely has issues to work through. But the reason that they're struggling with surviving Jordan Poole having poor shooting, because the thing about it is, he shot the ball really well in the preseason when he got that contract, and when he had the whole punch issue, I think he could just be in a slump. And the reason that they're having a bigger problem dealing with the Jordan Poole slump and dealing with the Klay Thompson down shooting time is because of those defensive numbers you showed, Malika. They are not used to being a bottom 4 defensive team. They're 27th right now. And when you are a bad defensive team, it makes everything harder. It makes going on the road harder. It makes bad shooting stretches harder. It makes a weaker bench harder. When you can't get stops, it eliminates your margin for error. And the Warriors have been famous for a huge margin for error. And so if they could just start defending better, and that might take a transaction to help their bench, I think a lot of things would improve, potentially including the attitudes in the locker room.
Well, and we talk about defensive efficiency. When you say 27th, that's after being 2nd in the league last year, Zach.
It's a drop-off the likes of which I can never recall. And this is the whole thing. You can't win road, home, on Mars. It doesn't matter. If you're 27th in defense, by the way, the only teams below them are Houston, San Antonio, and Detroit. I don't think they're really trying to win the title this year, those three teams. If you're that low on defense, you can't win. They're 24th in defensive rebounding. They can't get a rebound. They're dead last in opponent free throw rate because they're getting blown by at the point of attack time and time again, which means guys are reaching from behind and fouling people. And last night, like Perk said, uncharacteristic communication breakdowns, losing guys in transition, just not the Warriors. And we can talk about shooting slumps and all that. Until you're not 27th in defense anymore, none of this is going to change.
Vince, what are you looking at here?
I'm looking at nobody's afraid of the big bad wolf right now. Point blank. Steve Kerr said everybody wants to play them and kick their behind, and that's really it. Everybody comes out like, hey, we can beat these guys. We can do this. And to add to it, the body language, you're seeing head down. And so when you're losing like this, everything is magnified. If you're winning some games, you really don't notice Jordan Poole's slump or Klay Thompson's slump, but winning kind of cures everything. And right now, they're not doing that. And you're going time and time again on the road where you have to be together as a unit, and you can't do that because it's a bunch of individuals right now, which we do not see often from a team like the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, it was Mark Jackson on the broadcast last night said something interesting. He said usually when you're looking around, you're seeing guys with their heads down and they don't look very happy, you're going to criticize them more. But Golden State, they have built up such a body of work that it's like, okay, maybe we're okay with this. We're going to give them a little bit more benefit of the doubt to have a little bit more time to shake this off. But when your bench scores 17 points and you're 27th in defense, you got to get right real quick. And I think the Golden State Warriors know that.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.